Princess Anne said to Camilla's face that you were queen consort, not queen.
Correct.
Wow.
It is the monarch that is the key to this, and the constitution that underpins the monarchy.
In a shocking twist within the royal family, Camilla finds herself in deep turmoil after Princess Anne reveals an important message from Queen Elizabeth II to Catherine, the Princess of Wales. The revelation has sparked a whirlwind of speculation and drama, raising questions about Camilla's position in the family and what this message could mean for the future of the monarchy. With the public eagerly watching, tensions are running high as secrets from the past come to light. It all began when Princess Anne, known for her no-nonsense approach, shared a private message from the late Queen Elizabeth that was meant for Catherine. For years, Queen Camilla has worked to establish her place in the monarchy, but this sudden revelation has left her in a vulnerable position. The Queen's message highlights Catherine's importance and even hints at her future as a cornerstone of the royal family. This could put Camilla in a difficult spot, as questions about her influence and future swirl in the media. But what exactly did Princess Anne reveal? Did she offer Catherine advice, a warning, or perhaps a plea? Let's find out. Camilla in turmoils. In 2023, a storm began to brew behind palace walls, one that shook the very foundations of Queen Camilla's world and ignited a swirl of gossip and tension among royal watchers. At the heart of this turmoil were two seismic events: a revelation from Princess Anne and a bold, unprecedented decision by Prince William. Together, these acts sent shockwaves rippling through the already fraught dynamics of the royal family. The influential presence within the royal family began with Princess Anne's disclosure, as her reputation for dedication and allegiance to the throne remained unwavering. She is often described as the steady support of the royal family due to her long-held reserved role. Princess Anne typically maintains a quiet demeanor as the internal dynamics of the monarchy unfold around her. However, when she spoke following Queen Elizabeth's passing, her words carried a significant impact that could not be disregarded. Various rumors have been circulating, with some suggesting that Anne's statements called into question Camilla's position within the monarchy, while others speculated about the true intentions behind Anne's actions. Anne unearthed an old grievance that had been buried for many years during the turbulent period of Charles and Camilla's complicated relationship. One thing is certain, Camilla was visibly shaken, though the Queen was able to recover fully from the emotional and public turmoil caused by her affair. Meanwhile, Princess Anne was confronted with another dilemma: Prince William's decision, her stepson. William's decision was like a sword that sliced through Camilla's personal life in addition to rituals. In Cornwall, the Crown Prince took decisive action. The enormous properties his father left him when he became king. Additionally, the preservation of this legacy, which is an institution within an institution, is a sign of consistency and long-standing history. Additionally, Annabel Elliot, Camilla's younger sister, has had a significant role in this work for almost 30 years, serving as a royal family-approved interior designer. The release of the Duchy of Cornwall's integrated annual report on July 24, 2023, has caused a stir within the royal family and beyond. It has brought attention to an underlying storm. The report signifies the end of an era at the court of Annabel Elliot, the sister of Queen Camilla, although in a prestigious and financially rewarding position. The report clearly states that her tenure as head designer has concluded, and her services will not be deemed necessary for the upcoming fiscal year. The 700-year-old estate associated with the authority and wealth of the Prince of Wales, the Duchy of Cornwall, has vast properties that have been passed down through generations. It serves as the economic foundation for the heir to the throne, a vast legacy spanning Cornwall, Wales, and the Isles of Scilly. The lands are key economic drivers and symbols of stability. Annabel Elliot has been a crucial part of his work for nearly 20 years. She was appointed head designer by King Charles shortly after his marriage to Camilla in 2005. Elliot's role is quiet but important behind the scenes, as she was tasked with decorating a luxurious rental property in line with traditional duchy tradition. Her vision reflects beauty and sophistication, transforming the royal estate into a comfortable and luxurious haven with her meticulous attention to detail. The interiors she creates blend history and modernity, showcasing a sophisticated aesthetic that has earned her hundreds of thousands of dollars for her services, paid directly from the state treasury. But now, in the summer of 2023, everything has changed. The wording of the report is harsh. Elliot's work with Duchy is absolute. Her contract will not be renewed, and there will be no higher commission from the property. Her participation is even appreciated, but the present is considered part of the Duchy's history, not its future. The report also mentioned that the official benefited greatly from Elliot's extensive experience gained over many years of service. This indicated that the Duchy was prepared to move forward without her guidance. For many, Elliot's long-standing connection to the property came to a sudden and dramatic end. This moment was particularly significant as Prince William took full control of the Duchy shortly after his father's successful reign. The Duchy had always been recognized for its strong sense of duty and efforts to modernize the monarchy. This reflected the vision for the future that had been established. However, the impact was more personal within the palace walls. For Queen Camilla, the decision not to reinstate her sister conveyed a message that was impossible to ignore. Annabel Elliot was not just a trusted advisor and colleague, but also a respected mentor and confidant. This decision also symbolized the close family ties that enhanced Camilla's standing within the royal family. The conclusion of Elliot's tenure felt like a loss, marking the final break that connected Camilla's personal life with the heart of the royal family. When the news spread, speculation was rampant. People questioned whether the decision was made for financial gain or if it was a strategic move by Prince William to demonstrate his independence and authority over the Duchy. This move indicated that his leadership as Prince of Wales would not be influenced by his stepmother's inner circle. The palace has chosen to remain silent, refraining from offering any additional comments on the matter. However, the tension underlying the situation was clearly evident. Camilla and her family have had to navigate the complexities of royal ceremonies and public scrutiny for years. The journey towards acceptance has been arduous and fraught with obstacles, especially given the contentious history of her relationship with King Charles before eventually becoming Queen Consort. Witnessing her sister's role abruptly come to an end served as a stark reminder to Camilla of how swiftly loyalties can shift within the royal institution. And then there's the matter of money. Annabel Elliot is compensated handsomely for her work, and her services are funded by the Duchy itself. Critics of the monarchy are quick to point out favoritism or financial excesses. It questioned whether Elliot's role was more about family ties than professional philanthropy. The fact that she earned hundreds of thousands of dollars working for the Duchy only adds to the fuel. They called for greater transparency in the management of the royal fund. However, for the royal family, the implications extend beyond financial matters. The monarchy revolves around a delicate equilibrium of power, influence, and interpersonal connections that uphold its structure. William's choice to end his relationship with Elliot was interpreted as a calculated move to eradicate favoritism or nepotism. This decision indicates his forthcoming role as Prince of Wales will emphasize ethics and progress rather than individual allegiance. After the dust settles, the lingering question remains: what comes next? Annabel Elliot finds herself fading from the limelight, her significance to the Duchy's future expunged from royal records. Camilla experiences a personal setback with the demise of her sister's status, a stark reminder of her secure yet evolving position within the royal family. And for William, making decisions is a crucial moment in his journey to the throne. Each day, he is building his legacy, one that is set to surpass the reign before him. Despite his progress, he cannot escape the shadows of the past that linger. Queen Camilla strongly opposes Prince William's decision. The corridors of Buckingham Palace were filled with tension. A family drama is unfolding behind the imposing facade, with rumors of secrets threatening to become public. Queen Camilla, composed and elegant as always, was preparing herself. Just a few weeks before the incident, the two sisters were seen together at Wimbledon on July 10th, sharing a rare moment of happiness in public. Annabel played a significant role during Camilla's coronation in May 2023.
She may be crowned with thy gracious favor, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
A historic event where her grandson Arthur Elliot was prominently involved. These occurrences have strengthened their bond in the eyes of the world, serving as a reminder of the strong relationship between Camilla and the family. However, with William's decision to exclude Annabel from the duchy, those bonds are now being questioned. She has persevered through challenges to maintain her position in the royal family, facing both public scrutiny and personal hardship. Despite this, her family, particularly her sister Annabel, has remained by her side, offering unwavering support as she navigates the complexities of royal customs and public perception. Annabel's removal led to rumors circulating within the palace walls regarding a potential power struggle between the new queen and the Prince of Wales. Camilla, known for her fearlessness in facing challenges, views this not just as a financial matter, but as a threat to her standing within the family. However, it was her sister Annabel who ultimately faced expulsion, leading to uncertainty about who might be next. Annabel's dismissal raised concerns beyond just family dynamics. Her exceptional skills as a designer have garnered international acclaim, bringing prestige and profit to the royal estates. The decision to let her go, described as being due to an alleged lack of expertise, feels more like a politically motivated move to Camilla. The Queen expressed her objections privately. There was no public confrontation. The royal family operates through a more subtle use of power. Although Camilla's disapproval was discreet, she was unlikely to openly challenge William. There were rumors circulating behind the scenes that her family's financial contribution would not be easily revoked. Annabel was always there to support Camilla's ascent. The Queen is determined not to see her discarded without a fight. Prince William, however, remains determined. He had a clear vision for the duchy. He believed that separating from Annabel Elliot was a necessary step towards a modern and progressive monarchy. William believed that positions of influence at court should be earned based on merit, not family ties. This decision served as a reminder to Camilla that even within royal families, royalty is not always guaranteed by bloodline. Tensions within the royal family had been simmering for years, barely hidden behind a polished smile and ceremonial bow. But now, at the beginning of Charles's reign, tensions were rising again. The coronation ceremony. And Queen Camilla found herself at the center of the storm. Behind the palace gate, Camilla never warmed to Catherine as much as people expected. Although Catherine was popular and admired for her grace and poise, Camilla harbored doubts about her for a long time. Camilla has apparently questioned for years whether Catherine really had what it takes to be queen. And these doubts are not new. The roles of women in the royal family have changed since the ascension of King Charles to the throne, and this has only become more apparent. Tensions had been escalating for a while, reaching a breaking point by Charles's coronation on May 6, 1523. This day, historically significant for unity and continuity in the royal family, was overshadowed by a chilling exchange that exposed underlying issues. The focus was on King Charles and Queen Camilla as they conducted a grand ceremony at Westminster Abbey. Catherine made a controversial decision not to bow to Camilla, sparking debate among those aware of the intricate family dynamics. For many, this is a symbolic rejection. It was not only a denial of Camilla's title, but also a denial of the authority she had gained within the family. For Camilla, this was the latest in a series of insults she had endured from her stepson's wife. From the moment Catherine entered the entourage, Camilla is reported to have viewed her with curiosity and caution. For Camilla, Catherine has yet to prove herself as an outsider who marries into the royal family without understanding the burden of the role she will one day inherit. Based on information from sources close to the situation, Camilla reportedly expressed doubts about Catherine's capability to handle the significant responsibilities of being queen in private conversations. They remarked that Catherine appeared overly timid, soft-spoken, and unsure to effectively fulfill the requirements of the role. However, as Catherine's popularity increased with the public due to her fashion sense, charitable efforts, and dedication as a mother, she gained admiration from the British populace. Nevertheless, Camilla's concerns about Catherine's suitability seemed to intensify. Camilla believed that Catherine did not possess the necessary strength and adaptability to be the queen. In Camilla's opinion, being a queen involves more than just participating in public events and posing for photos. It also entails enduring public scrutiny and dealing with the complexities of palace politics. Making difficult decisions in private and earning respect for the royal family and the country are integral aspects of being a queen. Camilla thought that Catherine had never faced a real challenge due to her effortless grace and charm. But Catherine's decision to signal her coronation was another matter. This passage indicates that perhaps Catherine had more strength and confidence than Camilla had ever given herself credit for. In that quiet moment of resistance, Catherine seemed to assert her independence, signaling that the new queen would not be easily overshadowed by the new queen. It was a subtle public gesture of resistance. It was her way of claiming her position in the royal family. The day following the coronation ceremony, individuals in the palace were engaged in discussing. They were questioning whether the incident was isolated or indicated a more significant divide between the two women. A reliable source within the family revealed that the tension between Camilla and Catherine had been escalating over time, culminating in recent public displays. Some believe that Camilla never fully embraced Catherine, viewing her as likable but untested. Conversely, others assert that Catherine grew frustrated with the Queen's patronizing behavior upon hearing Camilla's remarks. In fact, the power dynamic between the two is complex. Camilla has spent many years building her influence within the royal family. By changing herself from the evil other woman in Charles' life to becoming a respected queen, her journey has been full of challenges, and the result was a difficult external development. Catherine, on the other hand, entered the family as the beloved wife of the future king, Prince William, and soon became popular. Her popularity and modesty made her the natural heir to the role of queen, but also a potential competitor in Camilla's eyes. For now, the two women are still cordial to each other, but their fractious relationship cannot be ignored. When only whispered in private, Camilla's long-standing doubts about Catherine's suitability for the role of queen have become a matter of public speculation, and Catherine's sudden rejection reveals the once-hidden tension between them for all to see. The lavishness of royal existence, with its crowns and thrones, conceals a realm of intricate interpersonal connections, intense aspirations, and prolonged conflicts. It is commonly perceived as a stronghold of convention and responsibility. The British monarchy finds itself entangled in a quiet turmoil that sets two influential women in opposition, Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine, both with their own personal backgrounds. Central to this increasing strain is an unforeseen and direct involvement from none other than Princess Anne. Princess Anne was recognized for her honesty and straightforward approach. She has always been admired by the royal family and remains loyal to her mother, Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth very much appreciated Princess Anne's attentiveness to her wishes. In private discussions, Anne emphasized her mother's focus on long-term stability and continuity of the monarchy. However, in a surprising turn of events, Princess Anne expressed these sentiments in a manner that highlights the delicate dynamics within the present royal family. It begins with a calm conversation between Anne and Queen Camilla, which quickly turns into a confrontation of seismic proportions. In that moment, Anne reveals a truth that Camilla never expected: the reveal that Queen Elizabeth had seen Princess Catherine all along, not Camilla, as Britain's ideal future queen. Instead, it was shocking for Queen Camilla. But this isn't just shocking, but it is also an undeniable betrayal. Queen Elizabeth, who has passed away, held great significance in Camilla's life, representing power and tradition. Camilla has put in much effort to establish her position within the family, despite facing public scrutiny and personal challenges following her marriage to Charles. She has overcome scandal and remained loyal to Queen Charles as his consort. Although she has demonstrated her commitment to the crown and helped improve the public image of the monarchy, Princess Anne pointed out that the late queen did not envision a role for her within the monarchy. Camilla feels as though her world is crumbling around her. For years, she had believed that her role alongside Charles was secure, bolstered by her dedication to royal duties and her willingness to sacrifice her privacy. However, the reality is becoming increasingly clear. The future of the monarchy rests not with her, but with Princess Catherine. The new Duchess, with her quiet elegance and steadfast popularity among the British public, has already established herself as a likely queen long before Camilla ever donned the crown. A sense of betrayal overwhelmed Camilla. How could the late queen, who had worked so hard to please her, side with Catherine? For Camilla, the reveal isn't just a matter of royal ceremony, but it is also deeply personal. She dedicated her life to supporting Charles, stand by him in the face of public ridicule, and proved himself to an unbelieving nation. And now it seems that all her efforts are overshadowed by the image of a younger, more idealistic future queen. Tensions rose in the days following Anne's reveal, and Camilla's mind raced as she processed what it meant for her position. She believes that by becoming the Queen's wife, she can finally continue her legacy. But now Queen Elizabeth is threatening to withdraw all of Catherine's priorities. It's not just about titles or formalities. It's about the future of the monarchy and how Camilla fits into that picture. If Catherine were really chosen, Queen Elizabeth has always been imagined as the next queen. So what will Camilla leave behind? Will her contributions be erased and her influence diminished once William and Catherine ascend to the throne? And then there was the matter of Catherine herself. Camilla never felt comfortable with Catherine's growing influence in the royal family. She watched as the young girl captivated the crowd with her beauty and poise. Catherine is everything a modern monarch needs: fresh, accessible, and popular. For the public, she is the future of the royal family. And now Queen Elizabeth seems to have felt that way all along. Camilla couldn't shake the feeling that she was silently being excluded to please Catherine, and this revelation only confirmed her worst fears. What makes the situation worse is the fact that this isn't just a family issue, but it is also beginning to appear to the public. The rift between Camilla and Catherine was once confined to whispers within the palace. It has appeared for the world to see. King Charles's coronation in May 2023 is a showcase of royal tradition. For those paying close attention, the tension between Camilla and Catherine was unmistakable. Camilla left Westminster Abbey abruptly as soon as Catherine made waves among the audience, highlighting the rift between them. As the royal family made their selections, the world took note. The neglect was evident, and Camilla faced nothing but public humiliation. Princess Catherine, also known as Kate Middleton, has emerged as a symbol of elegance, compassion, and a fresh chapter for the British royal family. As the Duchess of Cambridge and later the Princess of Wales, she has transformed from a newcomer to a beloved figure in the royal family. In contrast, Queen Camilla faces challenges in public perception due to her controversial history. Catherine has exemplified the values of the modern royal family, being down-to-earth, dedicated, and cherished by the British people. Since tying the knot with Prince William in 2011, Princess Catherine has had to navigate the realm of royal responsibilities and commitments. However, she has managed to handle this demanding role with grace and a clear sense of determination. The comparison between Catherine's increasing impact and Queen Camilla's more intricate persona further heightened tensions within the royal household. This is because their public personas embody contrasting perspectives on the royal family's role in the modern era. Catherine's charitable efforts, especially through the foundation, became her defining characteristic. Her contribution to early childhood development, awareness of addiction and mental health demonstrates a deep commitment to creating something that resonates with the public. One of her most influential initiatives was the Heads Together campaign launched with Prince William and Prince Harry in 2016 and aimed at this. It was not only a gesture of performing royal duties, it's also personal. It reflects a greater passion and connection to the royal family than Catherine and William ever imagined. This effort helped reshape the image of the monarchy to be more relevant to the challenges of ordinary people. Her quiet dedication and thoughtful attitude to her role did not go unnoticed. Catherine's ability to balance royal expectations with genuine sympathy for her cause was able to cultivate the positive reputation that Queen Camilla struggled to achieve despite her efforts. For many years, Catherine is often considered an important monarch, one who not only accepts her responsibilities, but also embodies it. She has also raised the public image of the royal family through her tireless work. Camilla, despite her many years of government service and increasing public recognition, has also raised the public image of the royal family. But she still carries the scars of her past, which featured her famous love triangle with Charles and Diana. Catherine's popularity among the public was enhanced by her charisma and talent for engaging with individuals from diverse backgrounds. Whether she is present at a notable function or drops in unexpectedly at educational institutions and charitable organizations, Catherine's approachable demeanor has endeared her to millions. Furthermore, her unwavering composure adds to her appeal. These qualities position her as a promising candidate to eventually ascend the throne as queen. Despite the traditional belief that certain roles are typically assigned to either a husband or a wife, many find it fitting for Catherine to embody both. Catherine's appeal to the British public lay not only in her royal status, but also her ability to humanize the crown. She has become a symbol of the future of the monarchy that blends tradition and modernity in a way that resonates with a new generation. The bond of Queen Elizabeth and Princess Catherine was extraordinary. There were experiences shared, a silent mentoring, and twin steps in the royal dance. The relationship was anything but a typical institution, as blood of the British monarchy united them forever, based on a deep understanding and respect for each other. Queen Elizabeth saw in Catherine, right off the bat, more than just a future queen, but an almost comrade attempting to navigate the tricky royal landscape. The impact the Queen had on Catherine was more quiet but much further reaching than just through their appearances and engagements. To the public, her demeanor was often kept polished and she would appear calm and in control. But behind closed doors, Elizabeth used to be our anchor. While she did not explicitly instruct, she lived her life as an example of grace, strength, and obligation. Whenever she was on stage, each step, each movement, every word that escaped from her mouth was the lesson unsaid. Facing the challenges and triumphs of royal duty as a team, theirs was a strong bond. Catherine felt a reassuring presence of Queen Elizabeth, giving her both strength and company in this extremely private connection. The world saw Catherine becoming more confident with every public engagement, but it was the supportive influence that Elizabeth exerted away from prying eyes that best equipped her for a role she would take on sooner than anyone expected. In addition, the shared experiences, whether it was celebrating milestones, that of negotiating public perception, or responding to the media, went on to form an anecdotal treasure trove that only made them bond further. Celebration or emergency, Queen Elizabeth was cool as a cucumber, and Catherine knew that she had to maintain some of her composure under constant pressure. Princess Catherine is preparing to take on a role filled with history and high expectations. Her strong bond with Queen Elizabeth has become a cornerstone, highlighting the importance of heritage. This partnership reminds Catherine of the honor of following in the footsteps of those who came before her, while also forging her own path with the guidance of the Queen, who has expertly navigated the complexities of the monarchy. In this intricate yet powerful relationship, Catherine has not only found a mentor, but also a symbol of strength, embodying the essence of being a member of the royal family. Catherine is not just ready to fulfill the duties of a queen. She is cultivating a legacy that will echo through generations. In the quiet moments they share, the torch of the monarchy has passed, signaling a new era of the monarchy that promises continuity, grace, guidance, and lasting power. As Catherine's influence has grown, so too has the public's anticipation for her eventual role as queen consort. In the eyes of many, she is the future of the monarchy, a perfect blend of tradition, duty, and modern values. Her calm demeanor, combined with her willingness to roll up her sleeves and work on important causes, has set her apart as a royal figure who understands the evolving role of the monarchy in contemporary Britain. Yet, the question remains: how will this growing admiration for Catherine impact her relationship with Queen Camilla? As the public continues to rally around Catherine, Camilla may feel increasingly sidelined, her contributions overshadowed by the younger, more dynamic princess. The tensions that have quietly simmered between the two women threaten to erupt into something much larger as the monarchy grapples with its future. The clash between Camilla, a woman who has fought to secure her place in royal history, and Catherine, the fresh face of the monarchy's next generation, is one that will not easily be resolved. In the end, Catherine's favor with the public may prove to be one of her greatest assets and one of Camilla's deepest challenges. As the British people look to the future, the image of Catherine standing beside William as Queen Consort is one that has already captured the imagination of the nation. And for Queen Camilla, this shift in public perception may signal a long and difficult road ahead as she grapples with the reality that despite her years of service, it is Catherine who may ultimately inherit the crown's most precious gift, the unwavering love and loyalty of the people. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.